Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, August 12th. Welcome. I hope y'all have had a great couple of weeks at this point. I did record a video last weekend, but it was awful, so I never posted it. I told you last time that we were going to take a few days off from work. Dax and I went to Vegas we left on the 1st and got back on August 7th. And like I said, I did record a video while I was out there, and it was awful. I'm going to blame it on the strawberry daiquiri that I was drinking at the time. Oh my gosh. We had one of those cups. It's kind of like, Vegas really is like adult Disney or Six Flags for adults, because you can buy a cup and have it refilled cheaper for the frozen drinks. And I had one, and when I went to buy the strawberry daiquiri, the guy's like, do you want the extra shot for $4? And I figured, well, it's coming out of the machine, probably not much alcohol in it. And I said, sure. And so I watched him go over there to make it. Well, it's like a 20, maybe 25-ounce drink. He put 4 shots of rum. 4. Oh my God. Lesson learned. The answer is no to do you want the extra shot. Good Lord. Anyway, I did draw last week, and which was why I was doing the video, because it certainly wasn't from all the work I got done while we were out there. And Angelique Velo won, and I have contacted her, and she's gotten back in touch with me, and hopefully I'm going to remember to take it with me to the office and get it mailed out this week. So, congratulations. Let's see, other stuff. Like I said, we were in Vegas. We had a good time. Didn't actually lose a lot of money gambling. I did turn a year older while we were out there. So I got some birthday perks. That was nice. As Dax texted to Abigail, on my birthday, I did get lit. I'm too old to do that. I'm old enough to know better. Good Lord. Yeah, lessons learned. But we had a good time. We hung out at the pool in the morning and kind of tried to take it easy. We went to see one show, and it was okay. I think it was called The Bronx Wanderer or Wanderers or something like that. Wasn't quite what we were expecting, but it was still good. When we laid out the pool, it seemed that the sun kept being over on this side. So the tan is darker over here and fades to almost nothing over here. So it looks really nice, y'all. What else? We didn't win big. Returned home, still not uber wealthy. Although we did use Uber for the first time, and it was wonderful. From the airport to the hotel, and from the hotel back to the airport, we did Uber, and it was awesome. Both times, and it saved us like $10 each way. So I suggest it if you go out there. The cars were cleaner than the cabs have ever been. The drivers were nicer, and it cost less money. How could you go wrong, right? Oh, on my birthday while we were out there, Dax and I went to a buffet. It was like a brunch, so it wasn't very late in the day. I had to go to the bathroom because it was freezing in there, and I was drinking a lot of coffee. And I went into the men's room. Yes. I walked in, and there's a guy standing at the sink wiping his hands, and I look at him, and he's drying his hands and turns around, and he's like staring at me, and I'm thinking in my head, why is he in the ladies' room? And then I turn and I see the wall of urinals, and I'm like, oh, great. And so I said to him, sorry, and turned around to walk out, and he's like, no, you're fine. I told Dax I should have gone over to the urinal and just really freaked him out. That, that would have been fun. But I hadn't even been drinking. I really should just lie and tell people I was wasted and I only barely remember doing it. It would make more sense. My kids got me a whole bunch of, because it's close to my birthday, I put Post-it notes. These are the ones I haven't put in with things I'm kitting up yet. I just put Post-it notes on the refrigerator with, each one has 10 colors of floss that I want, and they can grab one or as many as they want and go get floss. Wyatt asked me, why don't you ever want anything else? I said, because I'm kitting up projects. It's cheap for you guys, and it makes me happy. So it's a win-win all the way around, right? So that was awesome. What else? I think things went pretty smoothly while we were gone. Thank goodness we got back when we did, because we got back, it was supposed to be Tuesday night. Our flight left, our flight was an hour late leaving from Austin going out there. On the way back, it was like 10 or 15 minutes late leaving, and the pilot made up the time in the air. So we got to Austin right on time, but they didn't have a gate available. So we sat on the tarmac for like 30 minutes at least, maybe 45, I don't know. And then finally we got to pull into a gate. They sent our luggage to Carousel 2. We got to Carousel 2 about, I don't know, 10 bags came down, and then nothing because the belt stopped working. And then we're hearing announcements. The flight from San Diego, well, your luggage will be on Carousel 2. The flight from Seattle, your luggage will be on Carousel 2. And then another flight, your luggage will be on Carousel 2. There is more than Carousel 2 in the airport. Every flight that came in, all 4 of those, they put the luggage on the same carousel. Our flight was the first one in, and our luggage was actually the last one to come out. And remember, I said that it broke in that time too. We stood there over an hour and a half waiting for our luggage to come down. We don't live near the airport. It was 2:30 on Wednesday morning, or 3, somewhere around there, when we finally got home. Yay. Hooray. We did go into the office not on Wednesday. We slept Wednesday. We went into the office on Thursday and Friday, but we did not have, we didn't answer the phones. We left the doors locked because we had set things so that we wouldn't be back until Monday. It's a good thing we went in when we did, because the drain for the air conditioner had gotten clogged up and had backed up, and it backs up into the sink in the bathroom. There's a pipe at the ceiling level, which seems smart. It's really smart to put that over the sink in the bathroom so that if it gets backed up and it comes out there, it goes into the sink. The thing they did that's not smart is they put the pipe coming about an inch out of the wall, away from the wall, I guess. They put a light fixture up that sticks about 5 or 6 inches out from the wall. And it's not like nothing and then all of that, because it has the big globes on it, you know. So basically, if it backs up, it drips down onto the light fixture. I'm thinking electricity and water aren't supposed to mix together, but I'm no designer. Anyway, it was good that we went into the office because that situation was going on, and if it had happened while we were gone, it would have been horrible by the time that we got back. So that was fortunate. We got that fixed, and thank goodness. Thank goodness it waited until we were actually in the office. But So anyway, I've been doing a little bit of, sorry, my phone is giving me like ridiculous messages here. Yikes. Maybe that'll make it happy. I have done a little bit since we got home. I did almost nothing while we were gone. So I'll show you what I've got. I guess that works, right? I worked on the stitch along. Every bird welcome. The Not Erase Sal is the hashtag. It was starting on August 1st, and I'll be honest with you, August 1st, we worked all day, came home and packed, got to the airport. I hadn't started then. So I started on August 2nd. And thank goodness it's not a race, because I've gotten almost nothing done. So there you go. I had this part in on the birdhouse, and I kept thinking, that just doesn't look right. Something is wrong. The color was just too far off. And so I was looking at the pattern really closely and realized that I bought $37.71 and it calls for $33.71. So I pulled it out. Now I've got to go to, dang, now I got to go to the store and buy some floss. I hope I don't find anything else while I'm there. That would be tragic. So that's where I am. For those of you who already have your stuff and participating, I have been checking out what you're doing, and I love looking at it. And if you haven't and you want to, join us. As you can see, it's not a race, and you're not behind. So if you like it and you want it, order it and join us. We would look forward to it. One of the reasons that on the first that I didn't get things started is because in addition to everything else, on that day Addison also had an eye appointment. And because she generally wears contacts, she has to have 2 eye appointments. She can't see the contact doctor until she sees the optometrist first. I think he's actually an ophthalmologist, but whatever. But she had been sick the week before. A baby, she works with the babies, under a year old, had been fussy and in a bad mood all day, and he threw up on her. And I don't mean like a baby spit up. I mean like she had to change clothes. A couple of days after that, she was running a fever, and the fever went away, but then she developed this cough that wasn't going away. So I made her go to the doctor again, and she had some kind of bacterial infection, so she's back on antibiotics, this time for 2 weeks. Is what he did this time, and she's got cough medicine, but she can't take it very much because it knocks her out. I think basically what happened is whatever was making that baby sick, when he threw up, she breathed in at just the right time and sucked the bacteria into her lungs. So she's been taking the medicine, getting over that. In the meantime, baby there, she notices changing his diaper that he is breaking out with a rash, and they've had an issue with hand, foot, and mouth disease at that school, and she said that it kind of was looking like the same rash, and they told her no, it was probably just heat rash. Well, then it spread some more, and she said, I really think we have an issue here, and they assured her no. Well, then it spread enough that his parents took him to the doctor, and he had hand, foot, and mouth disease. Well, she broke out with a rash yesterday. Hand, foot, and mouth is viral, so the antibiotics that she's on wouldn't prevent it or anything. This poor kid has been sick almost constantly since she started this job. And I had to go spray down the entire living room so that Dax would even leave her bedroom today. I've had to spray down the house and wipe everything down, the doorknobs and the light switches and anything she may have touched. And of course she's got this horrible cough, and guess how hand, foot, and mouth disease is spread is from coughing. So you're contagious before you break out with the rash, so you're contagious when you don't even know. We told her today, you need to quit this job, and she's like, well, we told her, you need to find another job, and she's like, I'm looking for another job. And I said, it would be cheaper for us for you to just quit this job, and we'll pay for whatever your gas or whatever than it is paying your medical bills right now. Seriously, she has been sick more than since she started this job than she's been sick in forever. She had her tonsils removed when they were like 7, maybe 6 or 7, somewhere around in there. She's hardly been sick since then. Maybe a cold here and there, but since she started working at this place, it's been awful. So it's in her own best interest to quit. It's crazy. Always a good time at the Burley house. Always. I know it makes you guys jealous, right? Oy. I know, but enough about that. Stitching. I worked on this. I pulled it out because really I'm tired of working on the quilt thing. It might be a Mania start. I really don't remember. From the trilogy, the ABC school. And I got quite a bit done. I was, like, I had come around one window here, I think. And the border was just up here. Maybe a little bit down here. So I came down with the border and got, and you can't even see because the charcoal is so dark. There's a door here, but it's not even showing up on here. But I feel like I made fair progress, and maybe I can get it done before September. I don't know. We'll see. I guess it really depends on whether or not I get bored, right? Isn't that how it always goes? You're doing really great, and then you're like, I don't want to. Okay, I worked a tiny bit on linen and threads. So, here's the whole piece. I'll have to get behind the chair. And I'm doing October and November right now. So, I finished up the flower in October, and moving over to this motif next. To me, it looks like grain or something growing. I don't know. And then these 2 bands here, right here, that's November. This is the bottom of November. And you know what that means, right? Under that is December, which is the end. Can you even believe it? At this point, really, I'm not holding out and getting either one of these finished in August. It would be nice, but who knows? Maybe if I'm not in Las Vegas, I'll be able to get more done. Although I think next weekend, Dax and Wyatt have drill with the guard, and it's a 2-day drill. They have to leave on Friday. And I'm guessing that he will go to Houston on Saturday after drill and spend the night at his mom's and get to see Abigail. I'm just guessing. I don't know if that's what'll happen, but there's a good chance. Addison and Kirsten are going to Galveston for the weekend, and Addison's boyfriend, Kirsten's boyfriend, is stationed in Galveston. So they're going to go. Are you listening? Do you get that? Everyone in my house is going to be gone for the weekend. I'm going to be home alone for the weekend. there might be hope. Because for at least one day, I'm not getting out of my pajamas. At least one of those days, I'm not getting dressed. I'm going to sit my butt wherever I want to and do whatever I want to. So maybe I'll get some things accomplished. Or maybe I'll nap all day. I don't know. I think since last time that I did put a tiny bit more into this Santa Claus. I'm on the second one. They are out of this cross-stitch magazine. This is the same one that has this chicken. This is the one I did. If you watch The Addicted Sisters, one of them made these two for her sister, and she hated it so much she was not willing to make the third one. I wouldn't even make the two. I made the one, and I don't think I hated it. There were things that I didn't... It's like, this is making no sense to me. But then when I read, it made a little more sense. So there's that. Anyway, I put a couple more rows on Santa. I really should just get it done because they're not that big. It shouldn't take a month to get one done. And it certainly shouldn't take longer than that. I'm sorry, I am just showing you the crap out of that pattern. And that's like illegal in the world of cross-stitch. I worked like 5 minutes on this. And I have, for all intents and purposes, put this one away for now. I did a little tiny bit more of the green in this tree. And every week I keep saying there's not that much done, that much more left to do in the tree. And there still isn't that much more. I should just freaking do it. But I guess I've decided to revolt, and I'm not going to. Not for now, anyway. I will. I will get back to it. But I'm just bored. I'm just bored with it. I think that's all I stitched on. If you'd like to see what I've been working on today, it is... I've been working on one of my guilty pleasures. I don't know if anybody else does this. I've been working on this. Because... freak that I am, I like cake mix, do you see? Just out of the box. I also like it as batter. Cake, but I'll eat that just out of the box, which is what I've been sitting out here doing, which is ridiculous. But, oh well, it makes me happy. It's the sugar. It's the sugar. I actually, what I wanted was cookies, and I could have used that to make cookies. But Dax keeps telling me how I need to help him eat better and lose weight. So I'm not going to make cookies because he loves cookies. So I'm just going to eat the cake mix out of the box. I'm a rebel. And it's out here where I don't have to share with anybody else. Actually, nobody else in my family does that, I don't think. I'm the only sicko. I've been working on this one. This is the diamond painting. There you can see kind of, that's where I am. There's so much black that every time I sit down and work on it, I do try to get a bunch of black put in. So there you go. You can kind of tell right here where the line is. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's way better from a distance than it is up close. I guess it's okay. I've bid on another one on eBay, and I have another one I'm watching just to go ahead and flat out order. And because I had I don't know, $16 or whatever in my budget for Stitch from Stash for August. I ordered another one of the Sheep Virtue patterns. The Sheep Virtues, yeah, one of those. Wisdom. I think Wisdom is what I ordered. I need it. So, I have some of the other ones kitted up, I think. I want to start everything. That's where I am right now. But my whip box is, I can't fit anything else in it. So at the same time, I feel like I need to finish some things. But I'm not doing that either. So, the struggle is real, people. So instead of doing any of those, I'm just going to eat cake mix. I showed y'all this before. I did finally go ahead and attach this. And it's on magnets on this little tin from Hobby Lobby. And then I thought it still was a little bit plain. I don't like things too done. I'm a pretty plain kind of gal. But it was a little plain even for me. So I just put, it's just a piece of jute. And it is actually attached to this with a straight pin. I just took a pin out of my sewing box and stuck it on there. But I'll go, probably what it will sit in is not an easel. I have a rocking chair that's about that. It's not a rocking chair, it's a wicker chair about that big that it'll probably sit in. So I think I have a set of maybe 2, maybe 3 that are different sizes. One of them we use to prop a door open because it's a little bit bigger. And one of the cats loves to sit in it. So mostly that's what that one gets used for. And then there's this one, and I think there's a really small one, but I'm not sure where it is. Probably in a box somewhere. So I have been crocheting a little bit, but what I'm working on doesn't look like anything right now, so I guess there's no point in showing that to you. And I think that's it. I wrote down what I've been working on. Let me see. Yep, that's it. That was everything, and most of that's been since we got back, because I would have stitched on the flight on the way out to Las Vegas, but it was late at night. It was 11 o'clock or a little after when we finally left. So everybody had the lights turned off, and there was no way I was going to be that person that turned on one of the lights. People were already pretty crabby that the flight was delayed. So I didn't do any stitching on the way out there. And I don't know about on the way back. I'm trying to think. I did while we were sitting in the airport. I did do some stitching, and we were in the airport for an hour or so. But I did not on the flight because, quite frankly, after sitting in the airport stitching for an hour, I was too tired to do anything. We'd been in Vegas for a week. So, I didn't get airport stitching done, which I really usually try to do that. But, oh well, it is what it is. So, I don't know. There may be new starts next week. We'll see if I can behave or not. That's a pretty tough row to hoe. Okay, y'all. I think that's everything. I hope y'all have had a great couple of weeks. I'm going to try to be better and be back next week. I know I keep saying that. Yeah, I'm just a rebel. I'm a bad girl. There you go. Yeah, whatever. I guess that's all. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. Thank you to those that entered. I know I've got some other stuff to give away. As with everything, it means I have to come across it. I know it's here, but, and y'all can't even see it, but over there on the cabinet, there's a cabinet with the sink and The sink is full of crap. But there's an empty clean spot on the cabinet, and you don't know how significant that is. So yeah, one of these days, this won't look like that either. So we'll see. It's probably not going to be one of these days soon, but eventually. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to eat some more cake mix, and I'm going to stitch on something. In the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I will see you here next time. Thank you, everyone, for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate that too. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you here next time, y'all. Thanks. Bye.